welcome to the channel, guys. Hope you're doing all well. So we've just come across the valley from the other side of a tree liner, and today we explore this mine. This mine's a very old mine. The older workings above the hill were first worked in 1700s. This particular level is later. The next recorded workings was from 1845 to 1875 and 1880 to 1883, when the mine was worked with one of the neighbouring mines to the west. This mine drove its level underneath and up to another neighbouring mine via winze on the east side of end of another mine in 1863 to a 70 fathom level. 70 fathoms equates to 420 feet, for those of you who haven't heard of fathoms before. Combined recorded production was about 9,200 tonnes of lead ore with the neighbouring mine to the west. I've left out the mine and all the neighbouring mines' identity out from the information I've gathered for the video, for the interest of safety of the public and in the interest of keeping artifacts not disturbed. So you'll see in this mine some later spray marks. That's usually being done by surveyors, and the numbers relate to how many feet you are in the mine. The miners will have done the same, and if you see the numbers going in from the main level into the drift, when you see numbers in the drift, that's usually telling you the distance into the drift and how far away you've travelled from the main level. So in this adit you'll see some quite vibrant dark colours in the rock, quite spectacular colours. The blacks, the browns, and then the lighter colour rock. A lot of ground fall in this part of mine. The rock is quite fractured. So we continue in. See the more rock has fallen. Slabbing off the back of the mine, or the roof of the mine. Not too much water in this one. This is always a bonus for this part of the world in our mines. See, the yard is getting wider as we go in. Quick look back at the portal. Let's continue in. The back of the mine, over the roof of the mine, is quite low in this mine. We're hunched down most of the time. Very difficult to make sure you keep the camera facing forward. So we come into a bit of a big chamber here. Quite a lot of ground fall here. Look into our right, see some lovely coloured looking minerals in the water. It changes the colour. So we see an adit in front of us there, quite a big stope, and we'll just see a massive black hole there. That is a winze, or a shaft that goes up to the older workings above, which we'll see later on in the video. So we come to a junction, goes to the left, goes forward, and it goes right. Let's go down this watery drift and see what we can find. Gotta check out every little nook and cranny here, make sure we find any artifacts. Some cool small formations coming through. Some nice colours to the left coming down, some blues and whites. Quite photogenic. So we saw the 15 on the left of the tunnel there. So I guess that's 15 foot in from the main level. Have a look at the formations again. Always great to see these. In some mines they're quite spectacular to see. See the hanging wall on the left. See a bit of ground fall in front of us now. Let's come down. There might have been a stope up here, or it could be in a ore pass. Could be an ore shooter. So we've just come into a huge opening. So we got quite a few different ways to go here. So let's go right, sorry. Gotta stick to the right hand rule. This one's only a short one, but you gotta check out in case there's any artifacts. See the portal in the distance there. Check this one out. Later in the video we'll be checking out the older workings higher up on the hillside. A nice little tight crawl space there. Don't have to go through that one, we can go around a different way. Let's continue on into this drift. This looks like a collapse, but we can climb over it. There's Scrabble. Clamber up this loose debris. balance ourselves on the top. There's a stoked out area where I cleaned out the ore. See, stoke. It's not a huge stoke, but it's a bit of a pocket they cleaned out. There are workings below us, but that will be on a follow-up video. Which it will entail rope work. Shaky camera. Have a quick look back at where you just come from. Nice colours coming through. Some baby stalactites. See the hanging wall on the left here again. See the depressions in the floor with the timbers and rails to go. Leather strap of some kind. I'm not sure if it was from a boot or part of a clothing or even something else. So we come to the end of this drift. Metal sheet there, or what's left of a metal sheet. So I think that looks like if it was a muck sheet, as if I would call it. They would use a sheet of metal where they were blasting the rock. So the sheet would be on the floor and they would blast the rock, and it would be easier to shovel off the rock. Shovel rock off the sheet instead of off the bare floor. It's a lot easier to shovel off the smooth surface of a metal sheet. So I can see the way of thinking there. Especially when I've done a lot of digging myself in the past. A few timbers dotted around on the floor, the ties for the rails, more ground fall walking past again. I'm crouched down quite bad in some of these sections. See the hanging wall to the right this time now. A few more timbers dotted around. Or looks like a leftover of a shovel. Some scraps of timbers. And here we have a grease bucket. On the inside, what looks like to be a box for blasting fuse wires, sorry. They use the grease for greasing the rails so the carts would run as smooth as possibly. Some more fantastic colours coming through. The end of this one, so we head back. Metal container. Will be the other side of this now shortly, so we don't have to crawl down that tight crawl space. There's plenty of tight crawl spaces to come later on in the video when we explore the older workings above. This is a really nice mine to explore. There wasn't a lot in artifacts. There's lots of different ways to be able to go and explore. So we're back now where the big cavern is when we came in. So we're inside the big slope. So we'll continue. You see if there's a notch in the rock for something. Not quite sure what that would have been for. So here the metal work was when we were looking down earlier on. More nice colours to your left on the rock. And there are lots of shiny, crystal-y looking stuff. If anybody in the audience can tell me what it is, I'd be much grateful. It is so sparkly. Just doesn't show up on the camera that well. Continue on this drift. Bit of a sloped out area, and unfortunately this has collapsed. Bit of a rail leaning onto the side, a bit of a waste rail. So we can't explore further. We're back now through the water. back at the main adit. Quick look of the stoked out area. Huge area been dug out. I do really need to invest in a better torch to light up these big cavernous areas. See this stack of deads on either side, mostly on the left hand side. Wood timber sticking through there, so there might be an old shoot or pass it. Heading back out now through the colourful rock, as rock goes anyway. As we leave this part of the mine, so this is more modern part of the workings. As you can see, the main yard is quite big and spacious. When we leave this part of the mine and go into the older workings, you'll see the difference in size of the adits. A lot smaller. So we will be back to this mine again with some ropes and see what we can find in the workings below us. It's always nice to see that daylight from the portal after you've been underground for a while. So as we just check out the last little bit towards the portal, the second half of the video, we have newer footage. So the quality is slightly better. We're using a different camera. These portals are so pretty when you're walking back out, especially with the greenery shining in the sunlight. Just trying to get out of this wind. And show you the level. Get in. Ferns. Oh, fuck. There she is. Let's go inside and see what we can find. I'm expecting this one to go very far. It'll be quite high up on the hill. But look at the pick marks here. Those are all pick marks from the viners. See them there? There's one there, there, and this there. That's worth seeing. Now, apparently, there's a winze in here somewhere. So, when we get there, I'm sure this is a very low one. So, point in the right direction. Yeah. There are shafts up on the hill from above us. They're capped. They're capped shaft with bars. There's no chance you can into it. Either shot drill holes, probably by hand driller, guessing at these. They're very small ones, so yeah, pretty old. Quite nice with the water flowing. Looks like this is the end of the night. Double check. I don't fly all the way in here. Oh, I'm one. Okay. Let's go. I'm thinking. Let me just grab my bag. Turn around. So this work. So you can see. Right down. That's been plugged. You can see the old timbers there. You can see the old body there. Try and get a quartz in there. So yeah, this is more extensive than I thought. Again, you can just see the timber on top here. And the vein is there. Nice stratification of the rock here. This is more than what I expected. I thought it would be just a straight tunnel in, and that was it. So this is the bonus. The old timbers, and basically they're just trees, trunks, just been cut up. Again, all stopped out area. Some of the old timbers. Has anybody been good enough to let some rope there? So anyway, turns up. You can see stoke goes all the way up there. You go down there, more centralised. Just now you can see the stope. Some are really, really old timbers up the top there. Nicely water dripping out. You might be able to climb up here. Yeah, it's very fucking close. Let me pause it for a second. Just shimmied up from the bottom there. There was bits of rail there. Managed to use that timber there to jump on solid enough up on the bar and up here. So again, that's where we come from over there. There's that stope I was just showing you, the timbers at the top. There's a huge rock over my right, shining out. Massive rock just hanging there. We turn around, tiny little stope there, and the level carries on. And this level is slightly higher than the other one. Anyway, so you can see the stope. Let's see how far we can get up this level. I've not seen any artifacts yet. That's about timbers here. Some steel bars. Not seen any candles yet. The old body there. Very low. This one. Probably got up into some old timber. Gloves on. This is stope shaft or what? Nope. See the timbers there. This is a cleaned out pocket there. Got here, got a stack of deads there. Looks like that was an adit at one time. See instead of taking the spoil out, they've just backfilled in here, so they're taking it out. A little stoked up, could be hole up there above us. And let's carry on. More of the old timbers will come to the end. Have a look at it, this one. Oh, maybe not. There's a stoked out bit down there. Can't see it going anywhere. Let me just put it down for a second. Sort out this light. Still no artifacts yet, but it's still awesome to see these old timbers. Let's climb up this. See what we got up here. There's footprints up here, so we've had other explorers here in the past. Spinny, spinny, spin. Probably the end of this one. You can see how dangerous these mines are. You sort of see the cracks. See the crack there? So all of that is just waiting to fall off the little stoked out area. See that again. No idea what's down here. There's a lot of air coming through here. A lot. If I'm going to go down here, I want to change the battery first. Lead down that narrow section. Won't be too long because look at those boulders. Very low here, so hopefully I'll put my hands in these for a second. Okay, this is the end of this one. I think. Maybe not. Oh. Big draft coming out. Bear with me for a second. Can't fit through the gap. with my main light on my chest. I guess this is the end of the road. And isn't it? Fucking, let's keep on going. Alright guys, a little bit shaky. There's very narrow spaces in this one. I don't want to be here for too long this section. It's a hell of a narrow bit to get back through with very unstable rock above. Hopefully worth it. There's a steel bar there. See the timbers there. Little stope upper area. Some nice blues come through there. Steel bar. Don't know what that will be. This is the source of the air. Rubber's been chucked down here again. Unfortunately. Roll this rubbish. What tip, guys? What rubbish tip? Get back off the edge because this is a stope. Well, it's a shaft basically. So the stope is a shaft. And it goes off in that direction but down as far as I can see. So there's no point risking your life. All this crap goes down there. If all this crap goes down there, there's no way getting back up here. So that's all the builder's waste there. And farmers' waste. That metal work over there is part of the mine. I don't know if you can see. If you look over there, through there, you can see the level carries on. We can't go no more here. So let's get back to safety. I think the is coming up from the mines below us, or the level below us. So where the air can come down through all that rubbish. Thought I'd drop my expensive torch on a long-reach one. So hopefully you enjoy this bit. We'll go back now through the really dodgy section. Might as well film going back through here. Give you a sense of how tight it is here. Hopefully, I don't need a pick. A sense of what I had to do to get through. My hands and knees for a bit. Hopefully you can see alright. The old timbers there. Very clayey this bit. Very unstable. Lots of clay. As long as we get back through this narrow section here, we'll be okay. And we'll use this camera to go back up, just to give you a sense. Sleeves on, because I need to use my shoulders to wedge myself as I work. Tip. Give you a sense of the size of that hole, how it could help. That was the dodgy section so far. Right, I'm going to take a breather, guys, so I'll pause here for a second. Made it back. We went down there first of all through those tight passages, low ceilings and very dodgy areas. We're back now, that's the way we came in. Turn around, we go this way. You can see what this one's got to offer. Trippies there too. No, not quite a waterfall, but nice. Bear with the light for a second, guys, while we crouch down for a section. A little bit of water in this one, not too much. Because of the timbers. Nice to see them timbers. Oh, these waders got holes in them. Never mind. The water won't hurt us. Let's hold it up and hold them on the rock. This is probably the end of a line here, I'm guessing. We'll check it out just in case. There are footprints here from modern explorers. Maybe, just maybe, someone's made access. Doubt it. Maybe, don't know. We may be lucky. Doors open up, okay. But we're gonna have to take this off again. Just give me a second, guys. You know how difficult it is. Do stuff down here. See when you're lying down. Never tight crawl space. We'll bring a bag this time. Only because I want these photos. That's the only reason. And we'll have spare batteries. Right. Shimmy up through here. Another title spot again. I can't even tell if it's worth going yet. Give it a second. That's so tight. And only this tight. Don't know if it goes. I'll be up there for a second. just as tight as when I dug back for a collapse. A little bit better than we do. Right, might go. There's only one way to find out. It is the last part of this particular mine. Or at it. There are others and shafts I'm going to do. Leave. Right. Nearly. Find something to put you. Just put this bag. Don't want to move, I don't want to disturb too much of this stuff. Because it could plug me in, and we don't want that. At least we'll get to see the stope and it has to be filled in. As you can see, we're nearly 40 on an angle of 45, not quite, but not far off. So we're following. I'm actually leaning against one side because I can't stand up. Sorry about the shaky. Yes, we're in another dangerous spot, guys. Here's a small hole that came in. See timbers there, and the timbers in the above that water. Look what is holding up. All that has been waste be filled in. Look at these boulders just hanging there. Give me a second, guys, till I see. Right, guys, I know the torch is a bit difficult. I've just shimmied up the stope a bit. It just keeps on going up. You know, it's going to be a dangerous climb up, free climb up a rock all the way up to the top. There's no telling how far to go. I'm not going to go to the surface. Let me just drop down for a second. I can't twist myself around. So yeah, you can see the boulders just resting there, and the higher up I go, if I knock any rocks or rubble down, it's all going to head down to that small hole down there. Right down there. That's why I came in, just in there. So yeah, anything that comes down, because it's just on a steep angle, good chance it will block that up. So I'm going to take some photos and I'll see you on the outside, and then we'll look at the next part of the mine, or a neighbouring mine. I think this is it on this side of the hill. We might go down the hill and go up the other side of the valley. Back to a mine that I did the small levels above on ground level, but we never went down to the levels below. So we might go and do that. So I'm going to get out of this dodgy section, because even my voice could set any falls down. So we'll see on the outside now.